Today our topic is glycolysis. Glycolysis is a metabolic pathway that takes place in the cytosol of the cell. It can be differentiated into two words. One is the glyco and second is the lysis. Glyco means glucose and lysis means breakdown. When we engulf some food particle, it will dissociate in our body and it will form glucose. This glucose breaks down itself and this metabolic pathway takes place in the cytosol of the cell. Today in this video we will talk about two categories. One is the overview of the glycolysis and second is the reactions of glycolysis. So first is the overview of glycolysis. In glycolysis, one glucose molecule that is of 6 carbon will dissociate itself and it will form two molecules of pyruvate. Those are the 3 carbon compounds. And during this reaction, during this metabolic pathway, energy is formed or released in our body in the form of ATP and NADH. Glycolysis occurs in two phases. In first phase, glucose will convert itself into the glyceraldehyde 3-phosphate, and for this process, energy is used. In the second phase, this glyceraldehyde 3-phosphate will convert itself into the pyruvate molecules, 2 pyruvate molecules, and during this second phase, energy is produced. So, when the glycolysis occurs in our body, this happens for the formation of energy inside our body. And the molecule formed at the last of this pathway, pyruvate, is further metabolized in energy pathways. So now we will study about the glycolysis reactions. First step of glycolysis is conversion of glucose into glucose 6-phosphate. For this process, this conversion, an enzyme is helped that is known as hexokinase. Hexo means 6 and kinases are the group of enzymes that will help for the phosphorylation reaction. This enzyme, when convert glucose into glucose 6-phosphate, it will use a molecule of ATP for its inorganic phosphate and convert it into the ADP, adenosine diphosphate. So here at this conversion, one inorganic phosphate is consumed, energy is used. In the next step, this glucose 6-phosphate will convert itself into the fructose 6-phosphate. This reaction is known as the rearrangement reaction, and fructose 6-phosphate is an isomer of the glucose 6-phosphate. So for this isomerization reaction, an enzyme that helps is known as the isomerase. Further, this fructose 6-phosphate convert itself into the fructose 1,6-bisphosphate. For this conversion, enzyme phosphofructokinase help and it consumes one more inorganic phosphate in the form of ATP to convert it into the ADP. So, further rearrangement due to the enzyme aldolase, there will be formation of two category of compounds. Both are of 3 carbon. One is the glyceraldehyde 3-phosphate and second is the dihydroxyacetone phosphate. These both compounds will convert in stages into one another, into each other, and an equilibrium will be set up here between both of these stages. And the head of the equilibrium is always towards the glyceraldehyde 3-phosphate. For maintenance of this equilibrium, an enzyme helps that is known as the isomerase. So these both compounds are isomers of each other. Both are made up of 3 carbons and the enzyme isomerase balance these both. So up till this step, here is the first phase of the glycolysis. During this first phase, you can see this process consumes 2 energy molecules. So energy is consumed in this reaction. For the second step, glyceraldehyde 3-phosphate, which is 3 carbon compound, here will be formation of 2 molecules of this compound. So next at all the steps, reactions will occur as twice, and during these twice reactions, twice of the molecules will be formed. So at the end, we will find 2 molecules of pyruvate. First, for the second phase, glyceraldehyde 3-phosphate will convert itself into the 1,3-bisphosphoglycerate. For this conversion, an enzyme helps known as the glyceraldehyde 3-phosphate dehydrogenase. At the first end of this molecule of this enzyme's manufacturing compound, we need a phosphate molecule. This phosphate molecule will help in the conversion of NAD, nicotinamide amine molecule, into the NADH. and at this stage again the energy is released. Next is 1,3-bisphosphate glycerate will convert itself into the 3-phosphoglycerate with the help of the enzyme known as the phosphoglycerate kinase. This kinase enzyme will again use one inorganic phosphate and convert it into the energy molecule ATP. So energy is formed, energy is released. Next, this 1,3-bisphosphoglycerate will convert it into the 3-phosphoglycerate and further converted into the 2-phosphoglycerate with the help of enzyme phosphoglycerate mutase. This mutase enzyme will further help in the rearrangement reaction and conversion of the 2-phosphoglycerate with the help of enzyme enolase and using one magnesium ion into the phosphoenol pyruvate. This phosphoenol pyruvate will further with the help of enzyme pyruvate kinase convert itself into the pyruvate. So at the end of glycolysis there will be formation of two molecules of pyruvate. Those are 3 carbon compounds and one molecule of ATP is again converted into ATP. So you can see at the first phase there is using or consumption of the ATP 2 times and in the second phase there will formation of the ATP at 2 times. So net reaction for glycolysis is glucose converted into the 2 molecules of pyruvate, 2 ADP and 2 phosphates are used for formation of the 2 ATP in the second phase. 2 NAD positive converts itself into the 2 NADH. So this is the net gain of this reaction known as the glycolysis. It's all about the glycolysis.